It's Star Wars, the book of Boba Fett time with yours truly, Achilles. So let's get to it. The story of Boba Fett continues with a mixture of the events after the second season of The Mandalorian and the events of the last time we saw Fett after he fought our last hope. Temuera Morrison returned once again as the legendary Boba Fett. Ming-Na Wen as the master assassin Fennec Shand as they take the throne of Jabba the Hutt. The story will focus on the events in between the return of the Jedi and during and after the second season of The Mandalorian. Give us all types of stories and adventures Fett had to endure and what his future holds. I will have each episode marked and stamped right below, and as well as my overall opinion of the entire new season of the Book of Boba Fett. Episode 1 begins with Boba Fett in the past as he is trapped inside of the monster where we saw him last in the Return of the Jedi, as he escapes the inside of the monster with fire and will. As for Fett, these are all dreams of his past, as he is currently taking his place in the throne of Jabba. In the beginning of this new chapter is Crime Lord Fett, or Lord Fett, or Lord Boba Fett, however you wish to call him, as he's no longer a bounty hunter. Everyone around his territory must pay tribute, well, at least a good amount of folks. Some may resist. Fett wants to rule with respect, not fear like Jabba, which will be challenged by some, as he's already under attack. While Fett recovers in the pot, more memories flashes through. Some of him as a child, and some what happened after he escaped. We get to see how he lost his armor, and the events after he gets captured by the Tusken Rider. The same type of people from the Clone Wars, when the young Jedi Knight killed the women and the children. We will witness how Fett will earn the trust and respect of the Tusken people. Exceptional first episode into the new story of Boba Fett, as we get to learn more about the past and witness the future in the making. I am loving the story, and at the same time we get a lot of questions being answered. And I cannot wait for the next episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Episode 2 kicks as one of the assassins had been captured and interrogated after the attempt of killing Boba Fett in plain sight. The assassin belongs to a high-priced order of assassin, highly paid, apparently, by the mayor. But as the episode rolls in, we get to meet some very surprising new characters related to Jabba, or as Boba called them, the twins. The twins have come to claim the territory of Jabba, since they are the next of kin. But of course Boba is not gonna give that up so easily. The Hutts, obviously for some reason, are very rich family, and the twins have themselves a very particular bodyguard, a Wookiee, who seems to have been a gladiator. That's right, Star Wars have gladiators, assuming during the age of the Empire. I'm starting to enjoy every time Boba goes into the recovery pod. Seems like we get more and more memories of the past. This time is about the time he spent with the Tusken, whom we get to learn more and more about. And this time we get to see how Boba became part of the tribe, earned the robes he was wearing before he got his armor back, and of course that badass spear he carried. I truly enjoy episode 2. The story is getting better and better with some amazing Star Wars action, and we get to learn more and more. We really need to talk about the fact that the Syndicate is also involved. And last time we saw anything related to the Syndicate was in the film Solo, a Star Wars Story. And now they get to come out of the shadows a bit more. And maybe one day we get to see a former Sith, or as you know him as, Mal. A Wookiee was sent to assassinate our favorite crime lord, yet failed as Boba Fett had recruited a new young gang who will challenge the strong gladiator Wookiee and beat him. As the Wookiee failed to assassinate Boba, the masters have arrived, the twins. The twins, as quick as they are to send someone to be assassinated, are also as quick to calm down with an apology that comes wrapped up with a gift. A Rancor. If you remember Return of the Jedi, a young Jedi managed to kill such a beast. The Hutts are very strange creatures. They decided quick enough that it's bad for business to stay in Tatooine. And to top it, they have also gifted Boba the Wookiee. The whole thing was just strange, but maybe that's just the way of the Hutts. Boba Fett finds out now that he has a new enemy. An enemy that has arrived to Tatooine to take over as the new crime lords, the Syndicate. Very filler episode that filled a lot of holes in the story, but also created some new ones. Very quick dismissing new characters. At least now we know who Boba is up against, and we shall witness how he deals with the Syndicate. I am enjoying, on the other hand, the new Wookiee, Hopefully, we will get to see more of him as the episodes roll in. Wookiees, on the other hand, are very fascinating creatures. Don't forget to smash the like button and leave me any comments below. Let me know what you thought of the show. I'm enjoying the flashbacks. This show has answered every question that has been asked since the return of the Jedi. And now they even answer questions even during the events of The Mandalorian. We get to see how the legendary bounty hunter got to meet the legendary master assassin. Plus, how Boba got his ship back, which now goes by a different name. We did get to see a slight flashback of him taking down Fortuna and taking the throne of Jabba. But I wish and I hope they give us more than just a small moment of him taking the throne. I love the fact that this new Wookiee has joined the family. Boba has brought together all the crime clans in Tatooine, and even though they could not agree with him to fight off the Syndicate, at least now he only has one common enemy. All he needs now is muscles to fight the new war for Tatooine and expel the Syndicate once and for all. Episode 4 is a filler, but also follows up the chain of a great story. We get to see how Boba Fett deals with all types of conflicts. Instead of making enemies, he is building a bigger crime family. Stakes of Tatooine rest in his hands, not just for the crime lords, but for all people of Tatooine. One entertaining episode, and I cannot wait for the next episode of the Book of Boba Fett. He has returned, the one who kicked off this new chapter of the stories of Star Wars. The one that we all fall in love with, the man, the legend, the Mandalorian. Din Djarin has returned, doing what he does best, hunting down bounties, which has led him to return to his clan, or what remains of his clans after what happened in The Mandalorian. Not only is Din Djarin back in action, but he's also wielding the dark saber. But it seems like our Mandalorian is having troubles with it, as he has not yet mastered the saber. Once he's united with his clan, the truth is revealed, and Din Djarin had broken his oath, and had removed his helmet, and for that, he has been exiled. Our Mandalorian is back to Tatooine with the familiar friend who has apparently built him a new ship. Now, this is no ordinary ship. It's an N1 starfighter, which we last saw it in The Phantom Menace. Episode 5 has been my favorite so far. It may have to do with the fact that our beloved Din Djarin is back. The action is amazing and the short story of him was interesting. The entire episode focuses on him, of course, until the end when the famous assassin shows up. Fennec Shan had a little chat with Din Djarin, and let's just leave it at that because the next episode is going to be amazing. Episode 6 kicks it with a familiar face. After all, Tatooine seems like a small planet, and we got to see the sheriff once again. Seems like the Syndicate has reached his side of the planet. Now this is where the best part of the episode begins, mostly because it had me with all sorts of feelings. Din Djarin has gone to visit Grogu, who last time we saw him he had left with Luke. Episode 6 showed us what Grogu has been up to, and we also get to witness the rebirth of the Jedi Academy, where Luke will start the process of rebuilding the Jedi. Luke has his first Padawan, which I love the irony since Yoda was Luke's last Padawan. Luke tells Grogu there was once a master Jedi just like him, named Yoda. And boy, that scene had me in tears. Luke was not the only Jedi. Ashko Tano was there to welcome Din Djarin. And she didn't technically stop him from seeing Grogu, but she did warn him that Grogu did miss him, and that seeing him could potentially affect his training. Din Djarin left without getting to see him, but he left him a gift. And of course, after all, this is the Book of Boba Fett. And even though we barely got to see him on this episode, we did see him with Din, getting ready for the war for Tatooine. Episode 6 was straight up stolen by Luke, as he's trying to train Grogu to feel the Force around him, with also a choice between the gift from the Mandalorian or picking up Yoda's lightsaber. Grogu will have to choose the path of the Force or rejoin Din Djarin. The episode ends with the sheriff. A strange man came to town and warned them not to interfere with the Syndicate. Cad Bane is the stranger, and things are about to get seriously awesome in the next episode, and I cannot wait. The war for Tatooine has begun, and our beloved Boba Fett must do what it takes to defeat the Syndicate. The Syndicate, on the other hand, is not quitting so easily, and Cad Bane leads their army into battle. Luckily for Boba Fett, he is not alone in this fight, and with the help of our beloved Mandalorian, with some help of the locals, will put up a challenge. Seems like Grogu has chosen his path, and he has arrived in Tatooine wearing the Beskar chain armor. One great final episode, as the action is amazing, watching Boba Fett and Din Djarin fighting like Mandalorian of old. This one is for the history books. The Syndicate, of course, came prepared. They brought something we may have seen in the past, like way back. And now they have returned, this time 10 times their regular size. Scorpionic Annihilator droids, if I said that right, with dual rapid fire lasers and protective energy shields. The droids will force our heroes into a tight corner until Boba Fett comes charging. The droids will force our heroes into a tight corner until Boba comes charging down, riding the Rancor. Rancor puts a great show until the beast runs wild, out of control. As Yoda would say, size matters not, as Grogu soothes the beast and puts it to sleep. Last we have the showdown that we all been waiting for. Boba Fett versus Cad Bane. Let's be honest, we all wanted to see Cad Bane fight against Din Djarin. I know I did. The final episode of Book of Boba Fett was entertaining. The action was off the hook, leaving our heroes to finally bring in peace to Tatooine. The first season of Book of Boba Fett was impressive. The story answers a lot of questions between the return of the Jedi to the Mandalorian, as we get to witness the rise of Boba Fett. Even though Din Djarin stole the show, watching him be part of a different Star Wars story, yet not completely about him, was wild. Watching Boba and Din fight together like true Mandalorians was epic. I hope they keep the story going with Boba. Hopefully, the next time he won't cameo in his own show. We got to see some incredible cameos that stole the show without any spoilers. Let's just say the Force is strong on these people. The Syndicate made their appearance. Part of me was hoping of a certain character that is not only in charge of the Syndicate, but also has a history with the Mandalorian people. Season 2 hopefully will be made, and I cannot wait to see our heroes back in action. So highly recommend you to watch the first season of the Book of Boba Fett. I hope you enjoyed my review on Star Wars The Book of Boba Fett. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more by yours truly, Achilles.